For the last 2 months, I've been pulling local business leads from Google Map completely for free. No expensive software, no expensive tools. An AI agent does it for me every single morning while I sleep. I set it up in less than 1 hour and it's working every single morning. Because here's the thing, Google Map is the best public source for local business owners on the planet. It has their phone, their website, their email, and custom information you could pitch them to sell them whatever you want to sell. So in this video, I'm going to show you 2 ways I turn Google Map into a lead machine. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you the exact machine. You could use it yourself. Quick background. If you're new here, I'm Mahmoud Hussain. I run Omnipresent AI, where I build outreach system for local businesses. So I did what I did for the client. I built a system that's run every single day while I sleep. Everything I show you in this video is the exact setup I use for my lead gen and outreach system. Just for the demo, here's my lead generation agent inside Trigger.dev. As you can see, I have many tasks, but don't worry about all of them. I'm just going to show you find local leads. When I'm going to run this, it's going to find me local leads. As you can see, there are many tasks, and the one thing we are going to focus in is finding local leads from Google Maps, this one. So we will find leads and we will send these leads emails, sequence of emails. So I'm going to test it and run it live here to see how it's behaved. As you can see, this is the agent from inside. It will run on cron schedule every 6 a.m. And for the last like 7 days or so, it's all run successfully. So when I test, it's going to scrape the lead and save them into my Notion database. So I'm going to hit run test and you will see it's running live right now. So it starts running and queuing. I'm going to open my Notion database to see the leads are coming. So this is my Google Map. So this is the Notion database Google Map daily batch. When I go inside, you will see all this from previous days. These are Google Map, Liverpool, Birkenhead. For today, when I go inside, you might see the leads are coming. So as you can see, the leads start coming in. So it finds like a 50 lead were saved in our Notion database. When I open this, you will see the lead were saved with their emails, with their phone number, and with their website, the note, where they're from. So I specified the city earlier. So all of them were from Liverpool and from this Merseyside area. So you can specify all of this in the metadata here. So how we are going to build this agent that go and find us local lead from Google Map and save them into Notion database. As you can see, this is personalized and customized information. We could pitch them with this information. So these are the information about them, etc., etc. We could have like send them emails with that custom information. Every email is to every prospect is different than the other one. So there are 2 ways to do this. The easiest way is from Google Map Scraper on Apify. Apify is just a marketplace for a scraping tool. So people are building these tools and put it on Apify so other people can rent it and they maintain it. So you can rent it for $4 per 1,000 plays. So this is pretty cool, pretty easy to start with. To configure this, you just come to MCP configurator and you connect this with Claude O codecs. I'm using Claude every time. So we configure this with Claude. So you take this URL and paste it to Claude. I want to configure this with Claude. So Claude is going to scrape the lead. You just talk to Claude with natural, simple English. And you want to specify the city, the type of business you want to scrape. Maybe you want to scrape dental, chiropractor in London, or maybe you want to scrape plumbers and roofers on other city. So you just specify that, and Claude is going to scrape and save them into wherever you want. Google Sheet, Superbase, Notion database. And the second way I'm scraping lead from Google this way with Trigger.dev is actually getting the Google Map API from Google itself. This is completely free. You have over 200 million businesses you could scrape with this Google Map API. So to get this Google Map API, you come to console cloud and then Google Place new. Make sure it has this new one and then enable it and then create your API key. This is the API key. If I want to show the API key, I'm going to show it here. I'm going to blur this out, but copy this and paste it into your local environment like this. This is Google Place API, and this is the exact key I'm showing you. So, and I specified things like Google Place, lead city. You specify your city here. I said Liverpool, Birkenhead, Wirral, Southport, St. Helens, etc. These are the cities I want to scrape the lead from. You could specify this as well, and the category you want to scrape them. I said plumbers, electricians, dental, clinic, estate agent, hair salon, restaurant, etc. And the amount of daily batch you want to scrape. I said 50, so the agent knows how many leads to scrape on every day. So to get this agent set up, come to my free school community here and come to lead gen and outreach system, and you will find this CLAUDE.md file. Just grab CLAUDE.md file, drop it into a folder, and open that folder with Claude and ask Claude, hey, I want to initiate this project to find me lead from Google and save them into Notion database or spreadsheet and automate the email sequence outreach. So come to that school and get this CLAUDE.md file. This is a CLAUDE.md file I'm talking about. So the CLAUDE.md file looks something like this. You have outreach system, the name, the outreach you want to scrape, and then you have the job cron, etc., etc. So now we have the lead is coming in. We connected the Google Place API to our project folder. So now we want a place to run it autonomously. You could run that on routine, but I'm using Trigger.dev. As I said, as I showed you earlier in the demo, I use this Trigger.dev. So just go to Trigger.dev, create account, sign up with your Gmail, and then come to API keys, and then copy this API key and paste it here in the exact local environment file, and ask Claude, hey, I want to deploy this project to Trigger.dev, write the code and push the code to Trigger.dev. So Claude is going to write the code, to write the logic, how to find the code, and how many leads you want to find, and going to deploy to Trigger.dev. So it's going to run autonomously. As I said, it's going to run on a schedule. So you have find new leads at 6 a.m. and send emails at 11 a.m. and then the day after and the day after and the day after. And also it's going to follow up. So I have these many tasks as well. If you want all of this, also come to Free School Community Lead Gen and Outreach System, and you will find this complete system I've built. So now we have the agent finding us leads from Google Map and also running autonomously on Trigger.dev. Now we want a place to save these leads. So for that, we are going to use Notion, but you could use like Supabase, you could use simple spreadsheet or Google Sheet, but I'm using Notion because Notion is just make it easier for this personalized and customized information to be saved. So when I open every lead page, they're going to be different. This is different and this is different. So we know how to pitch them on the pain point. So this is why I use Notion over Supabase or over simple spreadsheet. Just connect the Notion MCP with Claude, and Claude is going to figure out how to create this this database. So this every day is going to create a new page with that day database. As you can see, this is a daily patch here. I have 12th of July, 11th of July, back until 5th of July. So every day is a new page. Inside this page is a list of leads. The leads with the names, the emails, the phone number, and their address, and how many times we have sent them emails or not. So I don't have like subscription to HubSpot or Salesforce, a proper CRM system. So I just use this simple Notion database. So here's the thing, most of these Google Maps places don't have emails if you scrape them from straight from Google API keys. But if you scrape them from this Apify API, they might come up with their emails. So I said to the Claude, hey, build a code that go to their website and scrape their email contact information as well and save them into Notion. And also oftentimes you see these kind of emails, these are not accurate email, like this, like a role email, like info, sometimes sales, sometimes office. This is like a gatekeeper email. Sometimes you won't reach directly to the business owner. But with phone number, if you call them, as you can see, I have agent here placed call as well with Level Up Voice. If you want to know how, just go to one of my YouTube video up here. You will find how to create the voice agent that call your leads. So with the phone number, we might reach directly to the business owner, not just the gatekeeper. Since the local business, most of them, the emails or the phone number, you could reach directly to the business owner, not to the gatekeeper. So it's also a little bit easier than the enterprise or small businesses. So yeah, keep that in mind as well. So that is the 5 things to build a full autonomously lead generation from Google Maps. So first of all, go and grab that CLAUDE.md file from my free school community. That is the brain. That is tell Claude what to build. And then add that file into a folder, name it maybe lead gen and outreach system, and then open that folder with Claude and tell Claude, hey, I want to initiate this project. Read the CLAUDE.md file and go. And then after you initiate the project with CLAUDE.md file, you need to get the Google Map API directly from Google, or the easier one, Apify API. And then after that, we need to deploy this to Trigger.dev. You need to create Trigger.dev account. And then after that, we need a database software. For that, I'm using Notion. You could use Spreadsheet. You could use Supabase. They all behave the same. I just prefer Notion for my own reasons. And if you're running a business and you want to automate your lead coming in from Google Map and send them customized and personalized emails on autopilot, go to my Omnipresent Digital, the link below, just book a call and I will figure out with you how we build this system for you. So don't forget to subscribe, so I will keep putting the real system out here instead of gatekeeping them. Peace.